time it is, Craig? Yeah, favorite segment, man. It's the Who You Got. 49ers versus Packers. Who you got?
This one, offensively, got to go with Green Bay. The 49ers have one of the most dynamic players in all of football right now, and Deebo Samuel. But the Packers got Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams.
And Aaron Jones.
And Aaron Jones. A.J. Dillon has played really well this season.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers isn't dealing with multiple injuries like Jimmy Garoppolo is. Garoppolo's got the thumb. He reportedly now has a shoulder injury.
Is he going to play?
Maybe. Last I saw is that, they want him out there, but it is a bit of a question mark still. Defensively, I'm going to go Packers as well. The Packers defense has been phenomenal this year. And they're now poised to get Zadarius Smith back. Like they're still potentially going to get their best corner as well. But it's so crazy to think what the Packers have done this year without their two best defenders for a good chunk of the season. Meanwhile, you have the 49ers who I haven't seen anything on Bosa this week. I know he had a concussion, dealing with it. I don't know what his status is. Fred Warner's questionable to play with his ankle injury. I know he'll try to give it a go, but if he's not 100%, then that's still a loss for you. So the 49ers defense could potentially be without their two best players for this game. Coaching, honestly, I gotta go to push on this. Sorry, James. I think they're both on pretty even footing. Like, yes, Shanahan's only had 2 winning seasons, but rallying this 49ers team like he did was really impressive. After they got out of the Colts game, losing record, things were looking down. There were starting to be grumbles. What was Shanahan's long-term future there? They rebounded the season really impressively, and Shanahan has shown a knack for being creative on offense. And LaFleur has won a lot of games as a head coach. But it's also, you got to wonder how much of that's the floor, how much of that is Rodgers. So, but to LaFleur's credit, you also have to give him credit because as we've all seen this season, Aaron Rodgers is a diva. So just managing that ego is a job in and of itself.
Yep.
And he has been able to do a good job with that so far in his tenure. Overall, as we said before, I think the 49ers hurt themselves last week and made that Dallas game a lot closer than it should have been. It makes me kind of nervous for the ability for the Packers or the Niners to compete this week with struggling to close out a game that they should have won easily. Packers are fairly healthy coming off the bye. Niners are just the injuries are piling up at the wrong time of the season. So I'm going to take Green Bay in this one. 31-20.
All right, Craig. Green Bay, who you got?
I think the offense for the 49ers is playing pretty well. The running game especially. Like if you can get running yards from Eli Mitchell and Deebo Samuel, that's pretty tough to stop. And then Deebo's catching passes and Brandon Ayuk starting to. He was nowhere to be found early in the season. He's kind of starting to show his face a little bit. Obviously the biggest problem to me, and I've been against Jimmy Garoppolo for years, is I don't think he's a good quarterback either. You can tell me all the record and everything like that, and I don't care. I see what he's doing, and he's gonna find a way to give the game away or try to give the game away like he did last week. So I just don't really believe in Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he could take him to the Super Bowl, and I wouldn't bring him back. But because I don't really find him appealing as a quarterback. But is what it is, man. Like he's having an okay season. He's not going to wow you. He doesn't wow me with his numbers or whatever, with his stats, but or even with his arm. Like he's just not good quarterback to me. But obviously, he's going up against Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be cold. They had a bye week. A lot of players coming back. Aaron Jones, Dylan, and obviously Devontae. Like, if they can get their center back, I can't remember. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I think that's a big upgrade for that offense as well. And just the pieces around Aaron Rodgers, like the passes that he makes, and he just makes it look so effortlessly. So I'm taking the Packers offense. Defense is kind of tough because San Francisco's defense really showed up last week, and they pretty much showed up like the second half of the season. They started to play a lot better. But so is Green Bay's, and Green Bay's also getting players back as well. Just the 49ers seem to be trending in the wrong direction as far as injuries go. Like some players are hurt, especially like Bosa, and there's another guy as well. I can't remember his name.
Fred Warner.
Yeah, Fred Warner. He's hurt as well. So I think they'll be okay probably. But even still, I'm just because of it's just but there's so much uncertainty on both sides. I'm going to lean 49ers, but it's very, very close. I could go either way, depending on who shows up and who's out there on Sunday or Saturday. It could go either way. As far as the coaching goes, I was one of the people who thought Shanahan should be on the hot seat because his team.
A lot of people were,
and I was definitely for that. And he shut me up. Basically, he turned the season around, got his team into the playoffs, 10-7, nothing to sneeze at. Like and it's in a tough division. I just think that their team is playing really well. The problem is, as Corey pointed out, is that game should not have been that close last week, and you can't have field goals on the road in the playoff. You can't have field goals at home in the playoff game, and then you're going on the road, and it's going to be cold weather, and it's just these environments, man. It's tough to go to Lambeau Field and actually win a playoff game. Although Tampa Bay, a warm weather team, did it last season. I just don't see the same situation happening this season for Aaron Rodgers and the Packers team. So. Coaching, I'm taking Matt LaFleur. But like I said, I like the job that Shanahan has done. So at the end of the day, though, I'm still picking the Packers. Like I haven't jumped off. I picked the Packers beginning of the season. I'm still sticking with them. I think Green Bay wins it 28-17.
Yeah. All right. So
James, real quick.
Yeah.
It looks like Jimmy Garoppolo was a full participant in practice today.
Yeah, I just saw it. And I think Nick Bosa was out. I think Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. No, Fred Warner was in. Nick Bosa was out. All right, so 49ers versus Packers. Who I have? Offensive, I gotta go Packers. Aaron Rodgers, one word. He's a bad man. That's all I have to say about that.
That's 2 words.
It is. But so you got Aaron Jones, you got Devontae Adams, best receiver in football. O-line, Packers are getting healthy at the right time. And then Jimmy G's dealing with a lot of injuries. And now listen, Deebo Samuel is taking people bikes and chains. Let's just say that. So he's phenomenal. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody. I don't know if I've ever seen a receiver that can run. Is that physically dominant that can run and catch the ball and impose his will on linebackers and running backs. So he's playing phenomenal right now. So I just think that the Packers just have more offensive firepower. Defense, man, this is if the 49ers were healthy, they would have it. But they're not. And the Packers are getting healthy. So I have to give it to the Packers. Jadarius Smith is coming back. I don't know about Javier Alexander yet, but the Packers have been pretty quiet. So I'm assuming people are just getting healthy, and they're getting healthy at the right time. So I got to give defense edge to the Packers. Coaching, I like Matt LaFleur. Shanahan, they obviously know each other because they coached them the team. Anyway, it's not going to dwell on my toxic ownership. We just let all these coaches go that are being successful right now. Anyway, so Shanahan did a great job. So is Matt LaFleur. They know each other really well. They're both offensive geniuses. They both push their players hard. Even though, Corey, you're right, Matt LaFleur has Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a diva. He is. Just you got to call spade a spade. He's a diva, you know. And he proved it this offseason, which I was shocked that he was, from saying that he wasn't happy during the middle of the draft. Like, shouldn't have done that. Everybody's talking about Aaron Rodgers now. You have these young men that are coming in, changing their lives. So, you know, as soon as he did it, I was like, come on, man. You can wait a day. You can do it. You can wait one day. It's, you know how it is. You were there. Come on. So, I gotta give it to. I have it to Shanahan. Just the way that he has brought San Francisco to where they're at. Everybody had them for dead, including me. And now, next year I'm gonna, obviously this is an evolving thing where we pick certain things, we get things right, we get things wrong. But next year I'm gonna be more cautious of certain people. I'm gonna say, oh, they're done, just because they're 3-4, 3-5. But I have now, for real, the reason that I have the Packers is availability. Health equals wins. So when you're healthy at this time of year, it brings up the probability of you're going to win to a different level. And right now, the Packers are not only playing at home, they're healthy. The 49ers, on the other hand, Jimmy Garoppolo's, he's going to play, but he's dealing with shoulder and thumb injuries, right? Your two best defensive players are probably out, which hurts you. So I got to give it to the Packers. I think the Packers, now listen, the Packers they've lost 3 straight to the 49ers. But listen, after all that drama that Aaron Rodgers did, I can't see him losing. Not the divisional. If he loses the divisional, he'll never hear the end of it, and he'll probably be in Denver. So, because that'll be a scapegoat out. I can't win here, and this and that. And he'll be in Denver, making another excuses why I can't be Patrick Mahomes. So, I got the Green Bay Packers winning 28-24. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be some good games.